The season finale, y'all. The final episode for the second season of Flawsome. I'm talking about episode 13. I mean, whatever. I don't even know what I want to say or what I'm supposed to say. But I want to know if I was the only one that felt some type of way, knowing fully well that this was going to be the last episode for the season. And it might take an entire year before we get to see Flawsome again, or a year plus thereabout. But yeah, I felt some type of way watching this episode, especially when the opening montage came on. I would skip the opening montage, like you skip intro, like you click on skip intro and get to the real deal. But this time around, I just allowed the montage playfully, even sang along at some point. It was like, except if I come back to watch this episode later at my own free will, I would not hear that montage again for a while. So yeah, that's just me being emotional. Yeah, we'll be talking about episode 13 of the second season of Flawsome. That opening scene with Ramat and Udwak. Okay. And just when we're thinking that, okay, the season has ended, or the season is ending, so we might, of course, I feel like everybody, if you're used to like watching movies and series, not movies, like series, you know that the last episodes or the last episode ends with a huge or a mild cliffhanger. It just it ends with something that leaves you at the edge of your seat, and it leaves you anticipating the coming season. And there was no difference with what they did with this episode 13. But I'm just like, you guys, like, stop it. Like, whatever. I feel like with the way this episode ended, or the season ended in its entirety, only Ivie didn't have like a pressing issue. Ramat's issue is lurking in the corner. Like, it's a ticking time bomb that might go off any time. And with Ifeyinwa, I feel like Ifeyinwa is at a core stage of self-discovery and a phase of making very serious and life-changing decisions. And so I think I'll let a character be with regards to what she ended up doing in this episode. And Dolapo, my girl, needs to take a breather. Like, girl was still trying to savor in the old romantic feelings she's been having towards Abdul, and then some talks go ahead to hit her. We just hope he was just hitting. I really do hope kidnapping didn't get involved. Yeah, I don't think I'm giving out spoilers. You've definitely seen episode 13, but what do you guys think must have sent those thugs? It just had to be Ronti. It would just make sense that it was Ronti, nobody else. Could it be Serdi? I don't think it's Serdi. Serdi, no. But yeah, I definitely think it was Ronti's doing. But let's get into the episode deep down, and let's talk about it. I don't even know how I want to do this review. I have a strong feeling I might leave out some very important details, but that's where you guys come in. Let me know in the comment section if there's anything I missed out on at the end of this video. But in case you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. My OG viewers, welcome back. Thank you for always coming back to check out what I'm up to on this space. And in case you're just seeing my channel, hearing my voice, welcome. I really do hope you stay. Please consider subscribing to the channel and joining the fam. On here we talk about movies, series, and all that good stuff. And please don't forget to like the video, share, leave a comment. I love to hear your thoughts and everything you have to say. So yeah, let's start with Dolapo. See, I will advise you guys not to do this thing called love, because you do this thing called love, or you start catching feelings and then you start losing focus. Look at how my girl was trying to pour water inside cup, and she kept pouring, and the cup was filled up and it was spilling over, and she had the audacity to lie to Folarin that she was thinking about work. Of course, with the look on Folarin's face, you could tell that Folarin didn't buy the whole thing, and it was like, let's get to that work that is stressing you. And in my recap of the last episode, I was talking about, I already know what Dolapo is going to say to Abdul, but she hasn't really said anything, but I think we already know what she's going to say. Girl stressed us. I don't know about you, but she stressed me. And it's quite an understandable phase and dilemma. Like, you like this person, your gut is saying go ahead, but then you now discover something very important about yourself. And I feel like it's just a very scary phase for her, considering how her last relationship ended. And with this old baby thing that is coming into the mix, she's saying she wants a baby more than she wants a partner. And Abdul is not saying he's not ready to have a partner. She's like, whatever, what if, and she's like, what if they never get to the point where they can have a baby together? I'm like, what if you people just date for 6 months, 10 months, and you get married and you have a child? Like, I mean, I'm saying it like that because that's the pattern at which I believe in, and that's what I like, getting married and giving birth. Yeah, I mean, that might not be the pattern for some other person out there, but like, that's why I'm saying that pattern like that. But like, this is someone that wants to be with you. Of course, it doesn't strike us as somebody who is here for the short term, it doesn't strike us as someone who just wants to come and play around, play with your feelings, get you occupied, go on flimsy dates with you here and there, and then dump you. It looks like someone that is here for like something serious. Is a man that has life figured out, sort of. I mean, he has something going on for himself. It might potentially be a good partner and a good father. So like Ramat and the other girl said, Ifeyinwa and Ivie, like the excuse she was giving as regards to Abdul was very like, babe, I beg, we know that these are just excuses. You're just really scared of actually going into this, because a baby or not doesn't stop you from actually going ahead with this guy. And it was the way Abdul kept his hand on her face, and he was leaving, and she was like, what, are you leaving? And I was like, hey, we're done. She was like, we're not done talking. I'm like, hey, God, my gender, pick a struggle. Pick one. Do you want this person to stay or not? And even though you want him to stay, you're not telling him the right things. You're not telling him what he wants to hear. I mean, yeah, no pressure, but like, you're not helping the situation. I just want him to sit down there and look at your face doing what? But yeah, that scene where she was having an interview or a meeting with him, and she was trying to keep a straight face. You could tell that she was dying inside of her. She was using everything. She was using everything within her to keep a straight face. It was just very funny. Like, we've always seen Dolapo to be very professional, very straight to the point, very direct. So seeing her in that dilemma, seeing her in that fix was so funny. You don't know, like, what you guys think? Do you think they will drag this whole Abdul thing into season 3 and then Abdul might make a return? Or do you think, just the way they dealt with Tessie and Ivie's issue, love drama, would you think we're going to ever get to see Abdul in the next episode, or in the next season rather? But I really hope that that's not the end of Abdul and Dolapo's possible love story. I really hope we get to see the both of them in season 3, even if they don't get together. But let Dolapo still be dragging the whole thing. At least we just know that there is something there. I mean, Abdul has said he's going to be there waiting for her until he gets tired of waiting. So fingers crossed on that. And I really do hope this attack on her in the last scene isn't very severe. I just hope it's just a normal attack to just warn her, and not like they ended up kidnapping her or something, because it will be too much for the Dolapo. So on to Ramat. Yes, like I said, Ramat is getting all the help that she needs. If you know, you know. Like, when she got into work, I mean, when she was at Udwak on the bed, she kept rejecting or refusing to pick Efosa's call, which I felt, was a bit, okay, well, she later mentioned that she already told Efosa she was coming in late. So when she came in and Efosa started going off at her, like, you need to tell me what you saw in professional. You're supposed to be here. There was a client here that needed help, but you were not here. There are special clients that just coming that you need to, like, attend to. I'm like, see, Efosa, please calm down. Ramat was also getting help. It's someone that has been helped and satisfied that can help another person. Efosa, don't you understand? Oh, you can't get this because right now Ivie is not talking to you. But yeah, and just like Ramat acted like and just like I said, like, Ramat was like, see, that is Ivie's new store's address. Go and settle whatever thing you have with her, because it looks like you're taking out your annoyance or how you're feeling towards what's going on between both of you. You're taking it out on me, because I don't understand why you're raising your voice this much. Like, I already gave you heads up. I told you I was going to come in late, so I don't understand this drama and this noise. And the shocker when Ramat went into that meeting with with the woman with the organization that was funding our organization, and the woman said they were pulling out, they were terminating the temporary funding. I was like, what? And it came as a shocker to her. What do you guys think about that whole scenario with the OFOSR turning in his report, and the report, having a huge influence on the decision made by that organization towards Ramat's funding? Do you guys think, Efosa was being childish and unfair, or do you think he was being professional? And I think I agree with Ivie's side of view, like, right from the bat, right from when Efosa made an arrival into the organization, he had a lot of things to complain about, and micromanaging, the way she handles situation, the way she cannot, separate her emotions from work, even aside from what she's been dealing with her marriage at home, the whole issue with your clients not being able to like emotionally handle them, like not being able to like professionally handle them, our impulsive behavior, are putting herself in danger, putting another victim in danger, putting a foster in danger. Like, it could have gone worse, it could have gone the other way, it could have ended terribly. So I can understand if he put out his report and the organization put two and two together and they're just like, okay, we don't think we want to continue to work with this person. But we can say that, if Ramat takes in all the criticisms, takes it well, and reflects on herself, it takes time to reflect on her actions and how the year or how her previous or how the duration of her work with Efosa has been and what she's learned and unlearned, it would be very good for her moving forward, and she can possibly attract better organization, bigger fundings, or these people can even come back if they see like a change in you or something of that sort. But as Ramat would remain Ramat, the way she went off at Efosa turned into an issue, and then the celebratory launch thing for Ivie being featured on Vogue, and she gets there, she was the last to get there, and then she put on a very sad face, and then she started complaining about, it's not your boyfriend Efosa, can you imagine that he made them to da 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 da. And like, Ivie's reaction was so understandable. Ivie's reaction was so understandable. Like, this is supposed to be my day. This whole gathering is supposed to be about you guys celebrating me. Like, the last time she had a fashion show, if you remember in episode 12 and 13, they were not there for her. It was this same Poju that, Ramat brought up proudishly, brought it up insensitively. She brought it up and tried to use it to insult her, saying she makes terrible decisions when it comes to men. It was the same Poju, even though it was a psychopath. It was the same person that came to support her. It was still there to help her move things to the venue, be there for her, support her, and all of those things. Her so-called friends were not there, and then it's repeating itself now, and Babe has just had enough. But I just wish Ramat had just put that aside. I mean, it wasn't even life-threatening. They're not taking your complaint. You just need to work towards doing better as an organization, as a person, and get the right funding or the next funding from the next person. She could have put it aside for another day, for another gathering or something. It just means prioritizing your friends' happiness and, putting aside your own feeling for the time being, for a while, not forever. So I really understood why Ivie went off at her, and I like that the other women also put her in her place. Like, if Ifeyinwa told her that was really low, there was really no need for you to do that. And Dolapo too went off. Like, Dolapo doesn't even think twice before going off at Ramat, like putting her in her place, and she also walked off, and then she goes home and her husband is like telling her the exact thing. I like that. I mean, everybody cannot be lying to you. If everybody's saying the same thing, then there's an iota of truth there. So we really hope we get a better Ramat in the next episode. But then again, that's what makes our character peculiar, and different from the others. So, but we'll see the kind of Ramat we get in the next season. On Ramat, and talking about Uduak now, we can see that they're having a good time. Their sex life is great. I mean, she's no longer panicking when it comes to that. She's no longer complaining. It feels like Uduak is meeting her needs. And she also told the girls that they are no longer getting a divorce, which is like good. Everyone was excited for her. She also asked Uduak what even caused the issue that Uduak was having in the first place, but Uduak was like, the major issue is that it is working and now they are back on track. That was when I started getting really iffy about Uduak and this whole thing. Like, I started getting really suspicious. Like, you've not even dealt with the actual problem that led you to that point in the first place, so how come you're out of it? And with my best knowledge about medicine and how it works, like, you need to tackle the core reason why you got there in the first place in order for you to get healing and in order for you to get back on track. So the fact that Uduak hasn't even dealt with that, and the fact that his doctor even called and was like, he hasn't come in a while, and he's like, no, don't worry, we are good. I'm like, Uduak is doing something that would not be good. It would not be good. And we saw that he's actually on pills. That's why I said, in regards to the Ramat's problem, it's like a ticking time bomb. It will go off anytime, and it might be very disastrous. And he's still lying to Ramat. It's the same issue that they've had in the past, they had to deal with, and he's still doing the same thing, lying to her, taking the shortcut towards the healing and getting better. And I'm just like, this guy. But I mean, you would not blame him entirely. Ramat was willing to leave if things didn't get better, and it probably just felt like going through the right procedure would take time, and before it gets better and everything, all divorce thing would have, would have ended, the proceedings would have been done and sealed, and they would have gone their separate ways, and he would have lost the love of his life. So we can't entirely blame him, but I'm just like, Uduak, this will not end well, and I think everyone can testify that it wouldn't. For how long will he be on these pills? For how long will he continue? For how long will he continue to hide it? Like, and Ramat goes ahead to bring up this whole issue of baby, and I'm just like, oh, it's not even been a month since you guys got back into the groove of things. Like, you people should just catch your breath, enjoy it. I didn't even know that, as at that time, we had not even known that Uduak was using something on the side. But like, you people enjoy yourself, get back to the groove of things. You people have left off this whole activity for a while. Get back into the mix, like enjoy each other and all of those things without any pressure from anywhere. Mama is already bringing up baby issue, baby drama, saying, oh, other options like adoption, I mean, it's good that she's open to like other options and she's not bent on having the child herself, or having the child the traditional way. But it was Uduak's reaction after the conversation that kind of gave him out a bit, and eventually we found out why he had that reaction. But we'll find out. We'll see how that would go in next season. Now, Ifeyinwa and this Osto man, what's his name, safe? Austin. Yeah, finally I got his name in this episode. Austin and Clark. Honestly, I can't even pretend. I'm sure I'm not feeling this their love. Clark and Ifeyinwa. I'm not feeling it. I don't know. Like, even with Efosa and Ivie, that they are still shouting at each other like cat and rat, trying to convince each other, I'm still feeling the butterflies. But with these two, Ify and Clark, I don't know, it's just not giving what it should give, or maybe I'm not just a fan of the wavelength of their love or anything. I mean, they're being romantic to each other and everything, but I don't know, guys, and I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to put it in words, but I know what I feel down here. But yeah, we saw that there was this whole scenario between the Osto man, Austin, and Clark about the whole conversation with regards to the fact that Austin actually offered Clark a contract if he pulls out of the deal or pulls out of the bidding to buy Zenko. Ifeyinwa found it out, and of course she jumped into conclusion, but eventually Clark was able to calm her down, and he explained the entire thing to her. And that made Ifeyinwa very suspicious. Like, why is this man hell-bent on buying this company? At first he bribed Timmy, he bribed me, he also bribed you. Like, why is he so desperate? He reeked of desperation. And like Clark said, like, there's so much potential in Zenko, so he can understand why he desperately wants it, because the company has so much potential to grow in coming years. And now we're now going through the whole phase of Ifeyinwa dilly-dallying on if she wants to be the CEO or not. But we saw that she eventually told him at the meeting that she doesn't want to be CEO. And I'm just like, is that the best approach? I mean, the Austin man even revealed that he's been trying to buy the company ever since Ifeyinwa's father was alive. And I'm just like, that's really dicey. Like, that sounds very corny. That sounds very desperate, very dangerous, very deceptive, and it just sounded very alarming. Like, what exactly are you after? What's your... I know if anyone knows that she's one person that can be there to actually put the company together and make sure that the company withholds its value and its core, its core values and what its core mission and vision with regards to the company. But I don't understand this decision of now pulling out of being CEO. Like, you can only make a good change if you are there. But I think the reason why she made that decision is because then again, the Austin man is not putting her on everything with regards to the company. Like, he's just letting her know of important things as time goes by. He's not telling her the full thing. So what if he one day put her in a very dicey situation where she can't run out of? So maybe that's why she feels like it's best to leave now. But that means she has to make peace with the fact that she has sold Zenko, she has the money, and she has no control whatsoever when it comes to Zenko. And I'm just like, I don't understand. But do you guys think she will reconsider this offer in the next season? I really don't know. I really, really do not know. But we'll see. And I just feel like that's a dying close out with the devil. I don't know with regards to Osto guy, but then again, it makes sense if you want to run away from the devil so much so he doesn't know your next move. But yeah, we'll figure that out in the next season. Now, on to Ivie. See, when Ivie was trying to cut costs with regards to her store and and the man that was helping her bring up her store to like her own standard, and she was trying to cut costs and remove money and saying she would not pay him 100k for workmanship, she should pay him 40k. I was like, you didn't whine. I'm like, Mama. I was like, is it that you choose to refurnish or rebuild or remake this store into your own taste and let your creative juice, like you said, I mean, I understand your creative juice thingy. Like, is it that you spend so much money on that, or you don't at all? Like, you trying to cut costs might just make you run mad, because if these people realize that, oh, you're trying to cut costs, they'll try and cut costs with you, but they will not get you very, very substandard things and substandard products and items, and you just end up blaming yourself. So is it that you go hard or you go home? And I think she eventually went home, because she eventually moved into the store without really doing anything to the store. And as time goes on, as you make more money, you can now start to like put things in place. I think that was what she eventually did. And the whole convo with Dolapo and the baby Olaf thing, I feel like it's a dilemma that a lot of young women, especially very successful women, find themselves in. I mean, they are established, they are wealthy and all of those things. Some women tend to gravitate towards the men because they want someone that can provide for them. And so when a woman already feels like a provider on her own, she has the money, she can pay her bills, she can afford her trips and all that, some of them tend to see no need for a man, and then their next option or their next want is a baby. And I think that's the phase at which Dolapo is in. Of course, like Dolapo said to Ivie, she wants someone to love her and someone she can love, but at the same time, she just feels like it's not a pressing one that she needs right now. It's just the baby she wants. But I mean, I'm not sure if that's what she needs. And like Ivie, suggested, like, hope it's not this old silly baby loss thing that is making you think you need a baby when you just feel like you want it. And what is the bad thing in having a man and a baby at the same time? Like, be with Abdul, and if things work in you guys' favor, you can have a baby together. But yeah, and also the conversation that Ivie had with Efosa, and where he was trying to persuade her. He wasn't saying she should move to New York with him. He just said she should leave for a while and see where he lives, see how he works, see where he works, and all of those things that they can visit as time goes on. And he just tried to explain to her calmly, and then she started giggling and smiling. I'm just like, oh, Shaliwa's smile is so beautiful, by the way. But yeah, just like, hey, this love, these two people, just get away. And we saw that, Ivie had a very big breakthrough in her career with regards to the Vogue thing. And I was really excited for her, and I was really looking forward to them enjoying themselves during the celebratory launch. But of course, as we already know, Ramat came and ruined the entire thing for them. And I love that she went off at Ramat. Like, she put Ramat in her place and even brought up what had happened in the past, so that they know that moving forward they should be very sensitive towards celebrating each other and not allowing their own personal issues cloud the day and affect the day. It's better you don't show up at all than showing up and making a mess of the entire event. Is there anything I'm missing out from the two? I'm definitely going to miss reviewing Flawsome every week. It's just very exciting to see the ladies gather together, deal with their personal problems individually and collectively, also deal with their love life, their career, trauma, their pain, regrets, their hurts, needs and wants. But yeah, I think I won't be lying if I say that season 2 was a huge success. It was so good. I loved it. There's a thing with series. The first season will be so good. Get a lot of people locked in. Like, a lot of people be anticipating season 2, and then season 2 will come and then to be absolutely disappointing, and then it doesn't come up to par. But with season 2 with Flawsome, I think it delivered. Everything was really good. I mean, not everything, but like most of all we got with season 2 was actually good. So did you watch from episode 1 to this end, or are you just going to binge watch the entire episode or the entire season right now? Have you been watching my reviews? Let me know in the comments. Please like this video and subscribe. What series would you be watching soon? The series Beyond the Veil is dropping next month, I think 5th of June or thereabout, and I'll be looking out for that. I'll definitely be reviewing it on this channel, so look out for that. It's going to be season 2, but I think season 1 is on Prime Video. But yeah, I'll love to see you guys in my next review. I have a Netflix film that I'll be reviewing soon, Postcard. It came out on Friday, that's today, so I'll be reviewing it tomorrow, and it'll probably drop on Sunday. Look out for that. Please check out my other videos as well. Like this video, I think I've said that before. Subscribe, and I'll love seeing my next video. Until then, make sure to remain happy, because you're with yourself. Bye guys.